Okay, so yesterday I just flew back from Lagos and oh my god, I have a lot that I've learned about Lagos. So let me share some things and I want to even potentially make this into a series based on what I've learned from Lagos. The first thing that I can admire about Lagos is the fact that they take everything there seriously. From your boat drivers, your Uber drivers, to the restaurant people, people who work at restaurants like Krispy Kreme, Chicken Republic, and so on, even chow deck riders, they take these things seriously. Like when I went to Lagos, there was this restaurant that we were staying close to called Item 7. Yes, that's where our hotel was close to. And what happened was that I walked to that Item 7 and I saw that there were so many chow deck riders just sitting down there because they know people are ordering from there. They're waiting for an order so that way they can deliver all that stuff. And honestly speaking, this just made me respect Lagos people. Like I respect Lagos people so much just because of seeing this experience. And no wonder many people always say, hey, come to Lagos, it can change your life and everything. I mean, I can understand because look, everyone takes what they do here so seriously. So it gives you that type of culture to, also hustle for yourself to get something better for yourself, honestly speaking. Like the second thing I learned about Lagos is the fact that their billboard culture is crazy. They have billboards of everything, especially the tech. Like they have billboards of everything. Banks have their billboards, fintechs have their billboards, child deck has their billboards. And I'm telling you that billboard culture works because I downloaded two different apps just because I saw their billboard. There was this app I downloaded called Digivant Pay, or should I say Digit Vant? Yes, yeah, Digit Vant Pay. I missed up the names. Yes, I downloaded the app because I saw their billboards everywhere, and I said, "Hey, let me download it, but actually use it." And turns out the app is actually pretty good. And also download this app. I saw their billboard called Emo Sim. I saw it when we were just driving around Ikeja. I said, "Hey, let me download this app and try and use it and stuff." Like this billboard culture thing actually works because like they're everywhere. I even used Lag Ride just because I saw their billboard. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know like how these people, but then billboard culture works here so well. Next thing that I will say I learned about Lagos are the banks. Like banks are in every single corner. Basically, I was telling you that our hotel was next to this place called Item 7. The moment you walk to that Item 7 area, you're seeing banks everywhere. I'm seeing an FCMB in one side, a Providus Bank in one side, Premium Trust Bank in one side. I'm seeing Lotus Bank in one side, Polaris one side. Like, they have bank branches for every single bank everywhere. And that is honestly like really like a culture shock. I don't know, because Enugu now, we don't have as many bank branches as Lagos, obviously speaking. But like normally, when it comes to bank branches, the only banks that I would primarily see are things like Zenith Bank, Access Bank, First Bank. Those types of banks. Those are like those major ones and everything. But then the ones that I see less of are things like GT Bank, Polaris, Wema. Like those are banks that I literally have like and everything. Like we only have like one Wema Bank branch in the whole of Enugu, but then there they have like so many. In fact, like even for like GT Bank, we only have three in the whole of Enugu, two in the city and one in Nsuka. While GT Bank in Lagos, there's so many. Even for Polaris, we just have two, which are in Opera Avenue. But in Lagos, I saw so many Polaris banks. Like me thinking that Polaris was an underrated bank. When I went to Lagos, I saw that the amount of branches they had. No, they're not underrated. Like, do you get what I mean? Next up also has to be the tech, which is where I actually want to make a video series from. Now, when it comes to the tech in Lagos, oh my god, like their tech is on another level compared to Enugu. Like, if I'm being very honest, like when it comes to tech, like things like Chow Deck and everything, like they have so many features on Chowdeck that in Enugu it's not available. Like for example, one feature is like the fact that restaurants are open for much longer, and at the same time you can even order yourself in a bag and everything. And then even like for like boats now, for example, if you're in the airport, they have like dedicated like spots for boat drivers, and at the same time they also have like a feature where you can select like what terminal you're at as well, like directly from the app and everything, which Enugu doesn't have. In fact, Bolt, Uber, all those transportation apps are way cheaper in Lagos than in Enugu. Because tell me why now that on the boat app you will see a ride of 2,000 naira. They'll call and tell you, no, it's not 2,000 naira. Why are you paying this money? Bring out 5k, bring out 6k. Like, it's so discouraging, honestly speaking. Like, do you get what I mean? But as I said, in Lagos, they take what they do seriously, especially when it comes to tech and stuff. Like, compared to Enugu, I just feel as if now that what we have in Enugu is child's play. Like, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to bring anyone down. But based on what I'm seeing, I just see it as if it's child's play. I'm telling you that if we had that Lagos culture here in Enugu, I'm telling you, many of these tech brands that we have in Enugu would have been higher than where they are, like right now. Like, I've been trying to suggest things to different of brands in Enugu, of things that they could actually be doing, but it just seems as if nobody cares. Like, no one gives a damn. Do you get what I mean? And finally, one thing that I will say about Lagos is that Lagos is overpriced, but however, not in every single area. I remember, I went to this arcade that I saw on TikTok and everything. And when I went there, what happened was that I saw that to enter the arcade, you need to pay at least 30,000 naira. I said, no, I can't pay that amount of money. It's too much just to play arcade games. It was honestly overpriced. I couldn't pay that amount of money. So I left. And what happened? I went to another arcade that I saw on TikTok. I used my money, went there, only to see that if I wanted to do their VR thing, I'm paying about 10,000 naira. I'm like, no, that is overpriced. I literally cannot pay that amount. When in Enugu, if you want to do something similar, not exactly like that, but something that's similar, you're paying like what, under 2,000 naira? Do you get what I mean? Even like for their Oculus, I saw that if I wanted to play, I'd have to pay between like 4 to 5,000 naira to play Creed, like the boxing game and stuff. And I'm like, in Enugu, that the same thing is under 2,000 naira. You're not paying like above that money. Why should I pay that? Like, do you get what I mean? I'm not here to discredit any business, but still, it was super overpriced. I'm sorry. However, I still did get to experience gaming. So we went to Ikeja City Mall and there was this gaming truck I saw. And I said, hey, let me go inside of this truck. Initially, I wanted to play their PS4, but however, I saw that they had an Xbox 360. And that's what attracted me there. So I said, hey, I want to play that. I don't want to play any PS4. So I noticed that for their Xbox, which is they had different games, including the original Mortal Kombat 9. And when I saw the original Mortal Kombat 9, I was so happy. Jesus. In fact, like, when I saw that game, I rushed, I played the game, and it was so fun. Like, those memories, like, I'm telling you, the Mortal Kombat 9, honestly speaking, I feel as if it's better than whatever they're putting out nowadays. Like, when it comes to Mortal Kombat, I'm sorry to say that, but this game was much better than whatever they're putting out now. I'm sorry. But I was just so happy that I got to play this original stuff, and I was willing to pay, like, even though they charge like 1,500 now, which is a bit higher than what you would pay, like, at a gaming center, like, when normally in Enugu they charge like between like 1,000 to 800 naira per game and everything. But still, I mean, the price is fair in my opinion, but I still paid it anyway because I wish I wanted to play longer and even pay them more. I just wish that I could go back to that same gaming truck again and play games over and over and over again. And also, in addition, like, one thing that just got me sad was leaving Lagos, because I downloaded so many apps that I know that they're not going to work here. Like, for example, LagRide only works in Lagos. Glovo, that allows you to actually track where the driver is in real time, also only works in Lagos. And I think Abuja and some other states as well. And then there's even Mono that I downloaded, does not work in Enugu. So it just makes me sad that these apps are practically useless here. And I just wish that these apps could actually establish themselves here in Enugu. Because one thing I've noticed about some of these apps like Bolt or InDrive or Uber or Chowdeck that they actually are in Enugu is that when they come here, they don't do any form of marketing at all. Like, they don't do anything, and they just tell everybody, oh yeah, come and use it, just like that. Like, that's one thing that I noticed that I really don't like. Like, for example, Chowdeck came to Enugu. Do you know, I didn't even know that Chowdeck was in Enugu until someone told me that, oh, there's Chowdeck. I was surprised, like, I was shocked and everything. That's why I even downloaded up and tried and be using it since and everything. But then, like, other things like Uber, they just come with it. There's no marketing, there's no nothing. Even Bolt, like, they don't do anything, as if they don't take what we have seriously. And honestly speaking, I don't blame them, like, in that type of case, because the market here, everyone doesn't feel serious. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? But still, I don't know. But we move. So anyway, that is all for today's video. Maybe one day if I'm going to Lagos again, I'll make sure I have a lot of money. Like I want to make sure that I have so much money and maybe freebies as well from any of these places. I don't know, but still I want to have enough money so that way I can truly enjoy myself. But yeah, Lagos is actually a pretty good place. Shout out to Lagos and the Lagosians involved. Okay, so bye.